Watson is AI from IBM, designed to make your business smarter and every employee your best employee. Watson has evolved into a range of advanced APIs, specialized tooling, and software-as-a-service applications built for the enterprise. This means that Watson is built for complex use cases and designed to integrate with platforms that professionals use in their daily work, ensuring seamless access to the information you need to make the right decisions. The Watson AI portfolio of services, tools, and APIs includes the following. Watson Assistant helps you build chatbots and virtual assistants for a variety of channels, including mobile devices, messaging platforms, and even robots. Watson Discovery unlocks hidden value in data to find answers, monitor trends and service patterns with the world's most advanced cloud-native insight engine. Watson Studio lets you build, train, deploy, and manage AI models and prepare and analyze data in a single integrated environment. Watson Machine Learning enables you to use your own data to create, train, and deploy machine learning and deep learning models. Watson Visual Recognition allows you to quickly and accurately tag, classify, and train visual content using machine learning. Watson Knowledge Catalog drives collaboration and transforms data and AI into a trusted enterprise asset through dynamic data policies and enforcement. Watson Knowledge Studio provides you with a way to teach Watson the language of your domain with custom models that identify entities and relationships unique to your industry. Watson OpenScale provides insights into AI health, recommends next steps to improve outcomes, and orchestrates tasks to remediate issues around performance, accuracy, and fairness. Watson Compare and Comply streamlines contract workflows to save time and improve accuracy and simplify contract governance. Watson Portfolio also includes Watson Natural Language Understanding, Watson Natural Language Classifier, Watson Text-to-Speech, Watson Speech-to-Text, Watson Language Translator, Watson Personality Insights, Watson Tone Analyzer. We will cover these in greater detail in the following videos. Watson AI Portfolio enables you to accelerate research and discovery, enrich your customer interactions, anticipate and preempt disruptions, recommend with confidence, scale expertise and learning, and detect liabilities and mitigate risk. Moreover, with Watson, you own your insights. Watson gives you complete control of what's important to you and the foundation of your competitive advantage, your data, models, learning, and API. Watson learns more from less. Because it achieves high accuracy with lower training costs, Watson is the AI solution designed for the realities and constraints of proprietary enterprise data. Watson was initially available only on IBM Cloud, but is now portable across any cloud-powered business. Organizations can now run IBM Watson services, including Watson Assistant and Watson OpenScale, on any cloud, public or private. This prevents customers being locked into a single vendor and enables them to start deploying AI wherever their data resides.
With Watson, you can discover new trends and insights, predict potential future outcomes, and leverage these findings to automate aspects of your application, product, service, or business, allowing you to focus on making decisions.
What are some of the other Watson services out there that people can leverage?
Sure thing. Now, there are lots of other Watson services out there, too many to mention right now, but a few that I really love, and I'd like to start off with one that might seem a little obvious, but it's actually a very, very sort of special service to IBM. It's the speech-to-text service, and the text-to-speech as well. Now, the reason these two are special services is because IBM has some of the best technology behind speech-to-text in the market. If you take a look at, for example, speech recognition as a field, its history, you'll see that some of the very first speech recognition applications were actually written by IBM. IBM created one of the very first products in this field in its entirety called VIA Voice, which was then sold off as Nuance. And you may now know Nuance Dragon as one of the best consumer consumer speech-to-text software out there. It has its roots in IBM software. Now, IBM, building on that history of speech recognition software, has their Watson speech-to-text service. And of course, there are many, many other parts of Watson that go along with the speech-to-text and text-to-speech services to create a full-on experience. I mentioned Watson Discovery, I mentioned the Watson Assistant and the Watson Voice Agent, but there's also, for example, the Knowledge Studio. Now, of course, Watson's very extensible. That's really the whole reason it's so useful. Not only is there the powerful natural language understanding service, but you can also take that natural language understanding service and modify it to your own needs. You can find custom entities. You can find custom relationships. You can do custom correlation detection or co-mention detection. All these things are possible with the Watson Knowledge Studio. Apart from that, there's also the Watson Studio, not to be confused with the Watson Knowledge Studio. The Watson Studio used to be called a data science experience, where you can actually have this sort of deep learning as a service environment where you are actually, as a programmer, using Jupyter notebooks and the visual neural network modeler in order to create machine learning applications directly on the Watson environment. So there are lots of different services IBM provides, and within Watson, within the fields of vision, within the fields of audio, within the fields of natural language, within the fields of customization, so much that IBM provides. Too much to cover in one individual video, but then again, these were just a few of them that I really love working with.
Can you talk a little bit about how people can use IBM technology in Watson to create intelligent virtual assistants?
IBM Watson provides a lot of different APIs in order to create your own intelligent virtual assistants. And the special part about Watson is that it's not just limited to virtual assistants. There are lots of APIs in the market that enable you to create chatbots. Chatbots are not special. But there are a few things that Watson provides that other companies, other service providers are simply unable to provide. For example, if you take a look at the roots of Watson, where it originally evolved from, Watson was originally a Jeopardy playing machine, essentially. That's really what it was specifically built and targeted to do. And because of that, it has amazing information retrieval and understanding systems. These are unparalleled by practically any other company's offerings. Even search engine companies are unable to provide the level of natural language understanding that Watson provides. So with the Watson Assistant and Voice Agent services, you're not only limited to, for example, creating a chatbot that can understand user intents. You have a few extra features that go the extra mile. So, for example, if you take a look at Mercedes, they created a system called Ask Mercedes, where drivers and people who are looking to buy Mercedes cars can actually ask this chatbot different questions about their car. And let's just say they've got a complex question. This is actually called a long tail of questions in chatbot terminology, which are the lots of questions that are asked very, very little in terms of frequency. And of course, there's also the short end, which is all the few questions that are asked very, very many times. And when it comes to this long end of questions, this can be handled by, for example, the Watson Discovery Service. Now, this used to be called a Retrieve and Rank Service. The Watson Discovery Service now enables you to actually feed in entire corpora of documents. And then from there, be able to analyze natural language within those documents, be able to figure out what concepts they talk about, query them with natural language, find passages from within those documents, and combining this with chatbots creates a very powerful experience. Because chatbots by themselves, yes, they're great. And Watson can do things like, for example, dynamically understanding entities within messages, which is another very unique feature. But now being able to understand these depths of content through the Watson Discovery Service and tying that in with Watson Assistant is something that really is a unique offering and enables you to take your chatbots to the next level of usefulness.
This is customer service. Bad customer service. Painful customer service. Customer service with bots we've had to deal with. But what if a bot was actually smart? What if it not only helped your customers, but your agents too? Say hello to Watson Assistant. Watson Assistant is not another chatbot. Most chatbots try to mimic human interactions, frustrating you when a misunderstanding happens. Watson Assistant gets it. It knows when to search for an answer from a knowledge base, when to ask for clarity, and when to direct you to a human.
Watson Assistant combines machine learning, natural language understanding, and integrated dialogue tools to create conversation flows between your apps and your users. You can use Watson Assistant to create natural language interfaces to your applications. With it, you can build artificially intelligent agents that communicate with users through natural language, making your applications accessible and as easy to use as holding a conversation. Use Watson Assistant to quickly build and deploy chatbots and virtual agents across a variety of channels, including mobile devices, messaging platforms, and even robots. Watson Assistant understands the intent of what your users are saying. It can identify entities that users mention and manage the flow of the conversation. You don't have to be a programmer to use Watson Assistant. The tooling is written with business users in mind, and no coding is required to set up a bot. Integrated online help and examples can get your bots running within minutes. Watson Assistant requires very little data to train an intent. With as few as 5 examples, you can have the Watson Assistant understand an individual intent. Browse from a catalog of already configured customer service and industry content packs to save time and start faster. Watson Assistant in action.
Let's get started with our self-service assistant for ABC Bank. To get started, I'll open up with Hello. Now you can see how Watson responds back. This is what we call basic chit-chat. Watson comes with this package that lets it respond to basic dialogue. There are also content packs for general customer service, retail banking, energy and utilities, insurance, and telecommunications. These content packs can let you focus on training your assistant on the specifics of your business, rather than having to worry about the general industry knowledge, like I lost my credit card or my power's out. Let's say that I want to be able to know what the bank's hours are. Here you can see that Watson Assistant responds to this FAQ, otherwise known as a short tail question. Now, if I want to be able to provide a rich customer experience when someone asks something more complex, something that we call a long tail question, Watson Assistant's search skill offers a unique ability to integrate with AI-powered search. It does this by pairing with another product called Watson Discovery. This helps answer questions like, what are the foreign fees for my silver credit card? For this type of question, the system would have to return relevant passages from associated PDFs from that business. Now our user can quickly find accurate information to complex questions with ease, without having to search through that website. There are instances where we want to be able to talk to a customer service representative. So if I say something like, talk to a live agent, Watson automatically routes me to a call center representative. Now I'll pull up the call center agent screen so that we can see what that would look like. We're now demonstrating Watson Assistant's ability to help employees get that information that they need to be able to provide superior customer service. While a digital channel like online chat is one way to deploy Watson Assistant, it can also be used as a self-service agent on the phone. We offer a package called Customer Care Voice Agent, which combines Watson Assistant with speech-to-text, text-to-speech, and IBM Voice Agent. These products can be easily integrated to enable Watson as an IVR.
Watson Discovery Service is a new suite of APIs that enables you to ingest, normalize, enrich, index, search, and explore your data, both structured and unstructured. Here's what you should know. Watson Discovery gives you the ability to store, analyze, and understand your data at scale. First, Watson ingests and standardizes all of your data, no matter the type. Just load it and go. Watson then enriches your data using natural language understanding capabilities. Think sentiment and emotion analysis, named entity extraction, and concept tagging. But that's just the beginning. An easy-to-use query API gives you new ways to segment and search through your data. For example, extracting sentiment from the past 2 months of your customer's chat history. This can be done in seconds. You're not just getting natural language processing with Discovery, you're getting a host of out-of-the-box enrichment algorithms to find the signal in your data. You can plot time series, perform aggregations, correlate variables. With Watson, you're ready to roll. Ready to talk scale? No problem. Watson Discovery has scale built into its DNA. You can load millions of datasets into Watson.
With Discovery, developers can rapidly ingest and enrich data to build cognitive cloud-based applications that connect proprietary structured and unstructured data. REST APIs make it straightforward to add cognitive apps built with Discovery to any existing front-end solution. Watson Discovery Service is available on the IBM Cloud as well as other platforms. You can leverage Watson SDKs, web-based tooling, and Watson Discovery Service APIs to bring cognitive insights to your custom applications. Watson Discovery allows you to use pre-built collections such as Watson Discovery News and your previously built custom collections. Discovery allows you to interrogate your data in either a natural language format or a query language that will search for both Boolean conditions and for phrases. Once the data is found, Watson Discovery uses machine learning algorithms to order the answers so that the most useful answers are listed first. Discovery gives you a head start on analytics by providing timesheets, graphs, and aggregations. Building new collections of data has never been easier, and Discovery Service enables developers to rapidly build an automated data pipeline. IBM respects your right to privacy. When using Watson Discovery Service, you maintain control and ownership of your data, and you decide what, if any, data you want to be made public.
You've probably heard the stat. 90% of the world's data was created in the past 2 years, 80% of which is unstructured. So what does this really mean? Think about the explosion of data, social media, blogs, research reports, enterprise email. Imagine all the rich insights that can be gleaned if you could ask this data a question. For example, I just released a new product. Are people talking more positively about my brand after the release? Traditionally, if you wanted to use data like this to answer a business question, you had to load the data into a database and do something like count all the records where people use positive words about my product and then group them by date. In this example, the data that holds the answer is a big blob of text. It's not in a database, so the data sits there, unusable, and it cannot be mined. This is where you need Watson Natural Language Understanding. Watson Natural Language Understanding offers a suite of features for text analysis. With Watson Natural Language Understanding, users can answer questions like, how can I gather business intelligence to create dashboards and reports? How can I monitor social media for trends and shifts in public opinion? How can I recommend content that an audience will like? And how can I know what consumers are saying about my brand? The Watson Natural Language Understanding service allows users to understand the topics mentioned in text by analyzing keywords, concepts, and categories. With entities, they can extract the people, places, and organizations mentioned in text. Users can also understand the sentiment people express, including sentiment expressed towards a specific keyword, entity, or phrase. Plus, they can take the sentiment analysis one level deeper and detect distinct emotions behind what people write when knowing if text is positive or negative isn't enough. Finally, develop custom models using IBM Watson Knowledge Studio and use them with Watson Natural Language Understanding to tailor your solution by extracting domain-specific entities and relations. After building these custom components, you can publish your custom model and use it through Watson Natural Language Understanding on the Watson Developer Cloud. Watson Natural Language Understanding becomes even more powerful when paired with other services from the Watson Developer Cloud. Use IBM Watson Developer Cloud Vision services to add images and videos to your analysis, or use our speech services to pull insights out of transcribed data from audio files.
Watson Natural Language Understanding is implemented as a sophisticated suite of APIs that support a variety of languages in varying capacities. They are highly scalable and support large data sets. Data can be sent as plain text or HTML or as URLs, and the results are returned for the features that are specified. Machine learning or data science expertise is not required to use the APIs, and the data is always maintained and controlled by the owner.
It used to be impossible for anyone without a PhD in machine learning to teach a computer to understand specialized terminology. If you've embraced cognitive computing, you know the value of gaining insights from your unstructured data. But for specialized areas, in order to pinpoint the information you need, a cognitive system needs to be taught the unique language used. For example, you need to teach the system what is a virus, a crash, or a worm for your industry or domain. And what are the relationships between these entities? Traditional technologies have relied only on programming or creating rules to customize natural language systems. Now, with IBM Watson Knowledge Studio, you can teach Watson about your specific interest area faster through examples without writing any code. What used to be measured in years now is measured in weeks. Instead of requiring PhDs in artificial intelligence, experts in any field can train Watson. To accelerate training, you can pre-annotate documents using Watson Natural Language Understanding, specify rules, or import dictionaries. Then you can fine-tune the results to meet your requirements. Knowledge Studio creates a machine learning model based on your training. Watson can then learn on its own and identify entities and relationships that go beyond your training. You use this model to build content analysis applications using Watson Discovery, Watson Natural Language Understanding, or Watson Explorer.
Watson Knowledge Studio helps you build a machine learning annotator to extract information specific to your business requirements. Watson Knowledge Studio has built-in collaborative workflow, which allows multiple subject matter experts to work together, contributing to better, more accurate, and more quickly developed solutions. Watson Knowledge Studio is a single interface that can be used for the end-to-end development cycle of a machine learning annotator. It does not require data science expertise or any programming.
Today, Knowledge Studio users have trained Watson to identify critical content to stop cybersecurity attacks before disaster strikes, and understand software support requests, and track down information about rare diseases. Across financial, legal, technical, and environmental industries, applications using Watson Knowledge Studio can identify new opportunities, trends, and threats.